Hey, Ronnie.
Hey, Lou.
You'll never guess which month is the biggest for divorce. I've got the news on that coming up.
We'll be talking about 5 outdated relationship rules that it's time to abandon.
That's coming up on the next Men Are So Smart. Did you know that for years, January has unofficially been dubbed Divorce Month?
I did not know that.
Although a study from the University of Washington found that most divorces actually happen in August and March, the courts still see a spike in divorce filings right after the new year.
Well,
Honey!
yeah. Did you open all your presents? Here's the last one.
Yeah, and there's the door.
Yeah. So many legal experts believe that the reason for this trend boils down to one idea. People don't want to get divorced during the holidays. That makes sense. If couples, especially those with children, have started to consider divorce before the holidays, they make a point of staying married through the end of the year so their family can have one last holiday season together before they split. Watch out for these signs that your marriage is headed for divorce.
Well, first of all, if you had followed Mr. Romance's advice, you wouldn't have this kind of problem.
It's true.
When you give someone an ironing board and an ironing board cover,
Doesn't get much better than that.
well, until you open up the bowling ball that's engraved. So you wouldn't have divorces after Christmas because you would have given gifts that were appropriated and appreciated.
Yep.
In any case, we hope that you made it through the gift-giving season and your relationship is still intact, but be careful. January is a bumpy road. All right, so 5 outdated relationship rules it's time to abandon. The typical New Year's resolution might involve setting rules for yourself, but that's no fun. You know what is fun? Letting go of all those useless rules you've imposed on yourself, especially when it comes to love and sex. Throughout our lives, we're given some pretty impractical, hard to follow, and occasionally downright sexist dating advice. And honestly, a lot of it doesn't even work. When we forbid ourselves from doing things that feel right, we only end up feeling deprived, like diets, dating rules, needlessly restrict us. So instead of imposing more restrictions on yourself, here are some rules Ronnie and I think it's time to let go of this year. Okay? If you do any of these things, this is the time of the year to let them go.
Nip it in the bud right now.
Let it go.
Yes.
Let it go. Ronnie, what's number 1?
Number 1, the 3-day rule.
Tell me more.
Popular wisdom has it, if you go on a date or meet someone cute at a party, then text them right away. If you do that, you might be coming on too strong.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, that was the thinking. Hence, he advised wait 3 days before reaching out. But since when is showing interest considered a negative trait? Last time we checked, people liked people who were actually into them. Forget about this dumb rule and text your love interest whenever you want. If they like you less because you took the initiative, maybe they're not the best choice of a partner anyway.
You know,
forget the 3-day rule.
I kind of like the 3-day rule, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
There's this whole desperation thing that women can smell, and I'm talking about it from a guy's standpoint. We do the show for guys, okay?
Right.
So from a guy's standpoint, if you call her the next day, you're a pansy.
Seems a little desperate.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 days, okay, maybe. Not 25 hours. More like 45 hours. Okay? And I know that sounds like game playing, but that's not what I'm suggesting at all. I'm just saying that women can smell desperation, and that reeks of it right there. Wait a day or 2. Now, on the other hand, when we were dating back in the 90s.
Not us.
No, not us. When we were dating back in the 90s, and I mean the 1890s, we didn't have cell phones.
No.
You know, you'd have to find a payphone someplace to call or call from your house.
Yeah.
Things have changed, and texting, she sent you a text that said, made it home safely. that's a caveat to this.
That's not smothering at all.
I don't think so.
No.
Made it home safely. Just wanted to,
Right.
okay. Because see, I'm that way. I want to know you made it home. Because I wasn't driving. I wasn't in control. I want to make sure you got there okay. That's all. That kind of text is okay.
Yeah.
But then the waiting period starts.
Ooh.
Okay. 24 hours or more before you call. All right, number 2. Now this is interesting. I feel this one goes against everything that we learned back in the 70s. Don't sleep with someone on the first date. There's nothing contradictory about sexual chemistry and long-term potential. After all, you'll ideally have both with your significant other. Plenty of people who have sex on the first date end up in relationships, and relationships can even begin as one-night stands. There is some research suggesting that people who sleep together quickly have less happy relationships, but that's probably not strictly because of sex. It could be a result of relying on it instead of working on your emotional intimacy. As long as you focus on being intimate in more ways than just getting it on, there's nothing to worry about. Someone who judges you based on your sexual decisions is probably not worth it. Hashtag. I know. Hashtag worth it. Ronnie, girls in our day didn't do this.
No.
Not the good girls.
No. You had to go to a bar and find some floozy.
One night stands, sure. Did they lead to relationships?
No. Never a good relationship.
Not that I can recall.
No.
Of the serious relationships that I've had, I don't think that was no, I'm certain of it. It wasn't a part of it.
You know, and if you ever had a one-night stand, it's very likely she had a kid. Probably from having too many one-night stands.
Ah, gotcha.
Never thought that you can meet somebody and then have that chemistry right away.
It depends on what chemistry formula you're looking for.
Yes. Well, and if that chemistry involves alcohol, then yeah, I can see where it's possible.
A3 plus H2 equals sex on first date.
Yeah.
Okay, so A is for alcohol, H is for horny.
Yes.
That's the equation right there.
Yes.
Done. Next question.
Yep. I forget what was the answer.
I don't know what the question was. All right, so they're saying if you want to sleep with somebody on the first date, do it. I wouldn't want to tell my daughter that.
No. Hey, guess what? Your mom and I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah, we started out as a one-night stand.
Yeah.
And we decided, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Although the world is changing and everything happens a lot quicker today than it used to. So
that's true.
Only date people who meet your specific criteria.
Interesting. Okay.
We're terrible judges of who's best suited for us, and sometimes who things work out with can surprise us. Specific rules like only dating people who look a certain way, college-educated people, or people who live near us can lead to writing off potential great matches. It's important to have standards, but ask yourself if your standards are helping you or just unnecessarily weeding people out. If your criteria doesn't have a criminal record and or pays the bills, you could probably stand to stick with those.
Okay, fair enough. You should wait for the other person to make a move. You know, some girls don't make moves.
No.
So if you're waiting, you might find yourself in a long line.
Yeah.
All right, this is a guideline that majorly backfires, especially if you're a straight woman, a group that receives this advice pretty damn often. And it's a lie. Women who send the first message on dating sites statistically have more success than men, and supposedly end up with more attractive partners than do women who wait. In the 21st century, after all, assertiveness should be a desirable quality in a woman, not a turn-off.
I agree with that.
Ladies, I'm going to let you in on a secret here. If you've made it this far through the program, allow me to share a secret with you. Men would love if women would make the first move once in a while.
Yeah.
Once in a while. And what this is telling us is that instead of what you think you should do, which is just lay back, if you choose that particular option, you're going to regret it.
Yep.
The chances are very good. And you know, what I found is you want to have as few regrets as possible in life.
Life's too short.
Yep.
Try to be friends with your significant other's friends, and vice versa. So the Spice Girls would probably beg to differ on this one, but if you want to be someone's lover, you don't have to get with their friends, and they don't have to get with yours.
I remember that song.
I do remember that, those specific get with.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's convenient if your social groups can merge, but the important thing is that you like each other, not that you like everyone in each other's lives. If you don't want to be around certain friends of your significant others, they should respect that. The list goes on because basically there are no rules. Just do your own thing and have fun. If your love life makes you happy, you're probably doing it right.
All right, that's going to wrap up another edition of Men Are So Smart. We hope you got some good tips there to take into 2018 as we enter in our new year and enjoy the first couple of days. We appreciate your watching. I wanted to let you know that the show is being brought to you by several sponsors: Trico Welding Supplies of Woodland and Sacramento, Capital Mobile Brake Service in Sacramento, A&C Marine.
Boatman.
You've seen his logo pop up as well. We appreciate their support. And as I mentioned, if you would, please support them in their businesses if you indeed need their services. All of our social media links are below. You'll find them and ways to contact us along with our emails. I have a couple of new blogs up, Ronnie.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read them yet.
Well, one of them is about goals in 2018.
Ooh.
And I can't remember the other one, but pretty interesting. Check it out. It's lougallagher.blogspot.com, and we'll provide that below. And I don't expect you to remember that.
Yep.
If you like the show, please give us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Okay, just click that button.
It looks like this.
Click that. Look,
This one.
see,
Yeah.
click it, tap it, and then also subscribe to our channel. That would make us giddy.
Yes. I'm not giddy very often, but that would probably make me giddy.
Yes, I did. That just happened. I used the word giddy.
Giddy.
Giddy up! We're out of here. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.